good evening, and good evening. Welcome into another edition of The Company. We are back.
All right, you yelled.
Took last week off. Sosa got locked up and we didn't have bail, so we had to postpone the show last week. So I got a
That's wild.
turn around.
That's wild. Don't turn around.
I need a moment.
That was
So,
I wasn't ready for that. Fuck all of you who laughed.
I'm not laughing.
Y'all are wild.
Oh,
that
boy.
was funny.
So,
Brian just thinks that shit off the cuff.
yeah, that came off straight off the dome. I didn't know what I was going to say just now. But yeah, thank you for joining us. We did take a day off last week, just a personal day, a mental day, just a day to reflect.
Oh, we're like Google,
Oh, no.
but Google got a week.
Yeah,
I don't.
yeah.
Sure.
And we don't have insurance plans, or we don't let you sleep during the show. Like
Oh,
Google.
I'm about to say, I think everybody here has insurance. I was like, wait a minute.
Not through the company, you don't.
Oh, no, we don't. Another
no, I got
company, but not
Obamacare.
this company.
Yeah.
You got that Obamacare.
I got Obamacare.
Oh, let me turn that down.
Yeah,
All right.
cash
So,
in.
what's going on? Lots been going on. Of course, before we get started, our hearts and our thoughts and our prayers and our minds go out to the people in New Orleans and all over that have been dealing with the recent storms.
Yeah. That was wild.
That's
But not,
crazy. Huh?
not to the people who died because they're anti-vaxxers.
What's up, Rob? That's a good.
I
That's
had
a
no
say-
clue where he was going.
I say what y'all don't want to say.
Yeah. So anyway, but again, yeah, hearts and minds and thoughts and prayers. And if you can help. If you can get out there and help. If you can help financially, there are some really good people out there. And there are some really good. What's the word I'm thinking of?
Samaritans?
No, like foundations or whatever that are trying to help.
Charities?
Charities,
Nonprofit?
yeah, there's some really good charities out there. But please, before you give any money to these charities, do your
Please vet and
research.
figure out. There you go.
Yes. Just like there are a lot of good people out there taking money and trying to help, there are way more bad people
Right.
who
Research
are out
like
there.
ESPN,
No,
BBC.
hold on a second, so you got to remember the word research does not mean go look up a YouTube video.
No,
They got
but-
a website. They must be legit.
Yeah, well,
No.
but there's a history. Okay, so let's take ESPN for instance. Research the history of the website or the people.
Yeah.
It's simple. Or look at reviews.
Or ask, does this school really exist before they
Thank you.
play 2 games on national
Man,
TV?
why didn't we put that on the sheet? Bishop Sycamore out in these hoes.
Yeah. Wait. Let's backtrack. But yes, legit thoughts and prayers to the people in Louisiana because it seems like they can't catch a break, man.
They cannot.
Like, fuck, man.
You know what? But that's also goes to like one of those things like we build things in places where we shouldn't at the same time.
You do make a very good point.
You
know,
do,
And
but
a lot of people don't take.
I'm
into
not saying I
consideration.
am not.
No,
saying
he's not
that
blaming them. He's just
I'm not
saying in
blaming them,
general.
But it's like
Nick.
but it's like the environmental, aspect of it where you literally built a city that is below sea level, and of course, Louisiana is below sea level, and of course, at the time it was built, we didn't know that, but also at the same time, it's like you look at all of these things like with drainage and the infrastructure to support it, and things are getting put in the places where they need to be. So,
but you don't think like
It's like a salad bowl. Yeah,
The
it's not a
engineers-
melting pot.
What
You're
up, Bob?
absolutely right.
Yeah.
the end since 2000 was it 5?
I think 6.
6?
No, it was 5 because I
was-
was first. It was the first semester of my last year. I don't.
Oh,
remember,
okay.
I don't remember when you had graduated, Nick.
5.
So
Oh,
so
okay.
you don't think the engineers from 2005 learned their lesson because
No.
you hear people. I'm just asking because people said don't go past the levees, don't live past the levees.
yeah, people know that, but again, let me not say I don't think they learned the lesson. Let me back. Let me
No, I'm talking about
retract
the engineers, not the people.
Yeah. But I would say I think they have lessons learned. Whether or not
Yeah,
they
of course.
apply them, that's
I
the
think they
question.
did.
And then, well, you also got to factor in too. It's kind of like unfortunate how we look at COVID, right? It's like there are other problems that are going on, but then COVID kind of gets all the attention, and then everything else falls apart, and then it's like, oh, well, now we got to go look at this other thing. So,
Point blank. If you want to give money, make sure you give money to the right people.
Yeah. Don't accept free money from Nigeria.
Right. You know.
Don't accept?
Yes.
Don't. Well. I mean, because I know what Rich was trying to say.
Mm-hmm. Because people get scammed. People get scammed all the time, man. It's
fishing. It's all the fish in all that fish.
So yeah, just had to put that out there.
Navy.
But let's talk about this ESPN thing that happened. I don't know if you've been in a under a rock or whatever.
Bro, this story is great.
Amazing.
Yeah. It's weird and great.
So Bishop Sycamore is a school that does not exist.
It does exist.
Okay?
Not in physical form.
Not in the physical form.
Oh.
They were playing.
Go ahead. I'm gonna let him set it up.
So IMG Academy, of course, they do have a physical school, and they had a football team. Yeah, so they had a
people who went there before at Carolina.
I'm pretty sure the sports guys up here can tell it way better than I can. But this, there was a competition between Bishop Sycamore and IMG
Academy.
IMG Academy, and they played 2 times on national TV. And I think the second game that I saw, the score ended up being like 50-0. But what nobody
58-0 or 58-0, like that.
Yeah. But for what nobody could find out at this television channel that has been on TV for decades and decades and covered every sport you could think of inside and outside, and has an ESPN2 and Ocho and all this other shit.
It does not have Ocho.
Hey, they actually do special days several times a year with the Ocho.
Yeah. Nobody.
I like saying that. Dodgeball.
Did the research before they put this game on TV that Bishop Sycamore does not exist. So these were college students, underage college students, playing against high school students.
It's
on national TV.
Yeah,
it's a lot to it.
It's a lot. I learned a lot this morning too about it.
What did you learn about it?
So
I'll let Sosa go. Go ahead, Sosa.
Well, to preface all of this, ESPN doesn't usually broadcast high school games unless it's legitimate top ranked talent, so we can see what they're going to look like in college, yada yada yada.
Correct. It's like just real quick, like Marcus Lattimore. I remember his game, Burns games used to be on TV and Clowney and stuff like that. Yeah.
So we're talking about big names, people who are in. Well, Marcus Lattimore.
Maybe even somebody like Trevor Lawrence, I think, has been on there too.
Yeah. So people who are going to. Oh my God.
How did he swing that?
hey, Rob, they still got your OnlyFans going, so you straight. You can catch a few more paychecks. But
a few more. That's it.
To what Izzo was saying, these are legit college / hopefully NFL talents that are being watched. Being televised as budding superstars. Okay, go ahead.
You're right. And I learned this morning a lot more, and I didn't even know. But so what ESPN did is they subcontract that out to another smaller company to actually film these games and quote unquote do the vetting. And then they just feed it into Bristol, Connecticut, where ESPN is. So ESPN, they pretty much threw them under the bus, hey, we subcontracted this out and we just accepted the feed. They did everything for it.
Shit.
But that team claimed to have a physical address. The physical address for their school was to a place they found out that they work out a few times a month. Yes.
Storage place.
Yes, a few times a month. This place they went to the place. Then the other thing was some lady was talking on Dan Patrick. So another thing was is that the head coach switches between one guy and another guy. That's even weird.
Mhm.
Another thing is when they did further research, there's several times when they've played the past couple years, they fucking have skipped out on hotel bills. Like it's all types of craziness. And then they found out some kids are former JUCO. Some kids are just kids who honestly tried to go there as another step to, just kind of get seen to go to a bigger school that didn't go to JUCO. Some kids they found out are even still like high school age. So what they found out, like these kids ain't going to school and they try and play football. Like that's laws being broken at that point. So because you have to supply them with some type of tutoring or something, just like if you're an actor or whatever, you got to supply them with some type of tutoring or something like that. So, dog, it's a clusterfuck.
Hey, just the JUCO shit that already nullified your high school eligibility.
So 15 to 18-year-olds cut their ass, and some of them probably were like 21, 22.
And that's what they were chanting in everything all week. Like we just whooped a bunch of grown ass men.
Oh, I saw the video. That was great. Yeah, I was happy for him.
Oh man,
I was happy for him.
So they had
the reason that this is a big deal is because this seems like it's the culmination of.
Yet they still lost by 18.
And man, by 8 TD. That's 7 points of TD. The reason this is a big deal is because it's a culmination of just bullshit that ESPN has been. I don't want to say dealing with, but because
to me it adds on to me.
Right. It just adds on to their just incompetence. It just.
Absolutely.
It's one of those things where like you become so big, you kind of just loosen your grip on the reins and you kind of let the station run itself. And that's what happened.
And the problem is this is a Disney-owned company.
Yep.
Yeah, you made the mouse look stupid. Somebody getting fired.
Somebody
they looked up that address and it was to a CrossFit box.
Oh my God.
A CrossFit box. Time out. Not to get off topic. So people really go pay for CrossFit and then really it's just a lot of that stuff. Like you could do that at home.
You could pay you $30.
I'm keeping it stack. I didn't even think about that.
Izzo's right. You could pay you $30 to move and do that shit in the fucking gym.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. Watching a lot of Rob show, man. Boy, y'all be killing that guy from Tennessee in that thing. That shit is hilarious. There's a guy from Tennessee that always be mad in the chat, and they be muting the hell out of his ass.
Oh, damn.
It's funny. Tennessee's terrible. Like that. Tennessee lost, is it 20-something, 30-something like scholarship players from last year, like left, transfers? Something like that. Rob knows the answer. Like, they're bad. Like, it's.
I'm going to say this. If you're going to try to debate Rob is real good at his job.
Bruh.
Minus OnlyFans. Rob is real good at his job. So, I haven't seen his OnlyFans, and I don't want it.
I don't know. I don't know
about that.
I'll support everything else Rob do. But funky shit, I'm not fucking with you.
You don't want to see butt on butt on a fur rug? Butt on a fur coat. All right, so get into some of these topics here. Kanye released his. Okay,
Nobody cares.
Let me say it right.
No, but
Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
Nobody cares. We can talk about it. We're gonna talk about it.
But that's what we can talk about. How nobody cares.
So apparently, Atlantic released Kanye's album without him knowing.
Okay. Damn right.
I call hot steamy bullshit on that, but it is what it is. His album was released. I have not listened to it yet. I heard it was garbage truck juice.
Really?
I haven't listened to one track though.
Yeah,
and I used to be the hugest Kanye fan. That's what
you listened to it, Rich?
I listened to pieces of.
How many tracks is it?
It's like
82.
Yeah, it's something.
Nah, it's a lot. It's like an hour 48 minutes, right?
Yeah, it's a feature length film.
I think I woke my parents up, you motherfucker.
So to say it's garbage juice. I mean, now keep in mind though. I mean, it's like you said, it's 2.5 hours, like almost 2 hours long. So it's kind of like, I got to be in a frame of mind to do that. But what I heard, it's nothing bad. It just doesn't sound like anything distinct.
It sounds like he tinkers with his shit too much.
So I think what it is, it's like, all right, have you ever thought about it like this? You know, you go to a restaurant and the food's like exceptionally mediocre and it pisses you off because you're like, at least want to have some sort of visceral reaction to it.
Hey, give us an example for the ether.
This got real quiet, smooth with it too.
That was nice.
Example.
So like, all right, so there is this place that everybody up here talks about called the Angus Barn, right? Super expensive, but like you try it, like how is a steak like basically unseasoned?
What?
Like it does, but it like tasted like nothing.
Thank you.
It wasn't like bad because the meat was properly seared, but it didn't taste like anything.
My thing is, you could just use salt and pepper and it could come out.
Amen. Yes.
Correct.
Exactly.
Correct.
Keep it simple.
You can do more, but
it's
that
simple.
could be
Yeah,
good.
right. So it's like you're sitting there thinking like it's not like it's bad. It's just like, what is this? Like, what did you do? Like, you didn't try. Like, it's just here. So I think that's
you look at the menu again and be like, did I order the right?
right. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's kind of where I sit with Kanye's album.
And
it's
then
like,
you're still forced to pay for it. It'd be hurting your feelings.
right.
Now, I heard he wasn't. I heard though that he wasn't happy with the final release. Also, did they like take some features off of the album or something?
He removed removed Soulja Boy's verses, from what I understand.
Oh, well, that's a good thing there.
That's a very good thing. He's a clown.
He removed most of Chris Brown's verses on that song.
Okay, he didn't want a woman beaters on there. Got it.
Right?
Yeah.
Just saying. He is.
And he was like he trying to avoid them Kelly things.
Or cokeheads. I don't know. Whichever one you want to pick. Let's see.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute, Rob. You listened to Kanye's album?
Dang, you did your homework. Because I'm not gonna lie, I not say I wanted to, but I wanted to talk shit. But I just didn't.
I didn't want to give him the download credit, so I did not listen to it because I know I would have had to. I would have had to download it.
You don't want the algorithm chasing you.
I didn't want the algorithm on there because then it would have been like.
That we're talking about this. This shows me cancel culture is full of shit. Because this motherfucker was all in on.
Damn, Rob.
Sorry, bro.
Nah, he committed the ultimate sin for me, so it's kind of hard for him to come back.
Yeah, I can't go. Yeah.
How do we? And I apparently this has been a topic on our show, and I think without thinking about it, it's been a topic of our show for the last year. What's our cut the bullshit level? Like,
ooh, I was just gonna ask a question. I was about to say that. Who would you listen to first,
like,
R. Kelly or Kanye right now?
Like we've been
damn.
Like he fucks little kids.
Kanye.
You know, but Kanye went and fucked with the fucking devil. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what's our apparently the public level,
Robert Kardashian. It's got nothing to do with you. Just your ex-wife.
I'm just saying the
I said just your ex-wife.
Hot dog water.
I
Damn, Rob.
oh my god. Well, she's dead.
Damn it, Rob.
I didn't know white people use the term hot dog water.
Oh
Yeah. They do.
No, I ain't trying like a diss. It's funny.
What do y'all think? Like,
hot dog water smells funny. I'm like, wow.
what do y'all think? Like, so R. Kelly did this. We know what R. Kelly did.
Sure.
Kanye said slavery's a choice. Slavery's this, slavery's that. Sat down with Trump, married a Kardashian. Like, this motherfucker is like 0 for 4 right now. And people are still running to see, not just regular people. Celebrities are running to check his album.
Right.
Or just to be in his present for like the clout gain or just the media attention. It bothers me that people run and try to be in his face.
Well, if Kanye West is 0 for 4, I say R. Kelly's 0 for 35 for all the underage girls.
Well, I was gonna say because I think
And that dude and the one dude that just came out.
Right.
Oh, right.
Right. Right.
No pun intended.
So
What
he's
dude
like,
just came out?
Oh,
Pause.
there's a dude that said that R. Kelly made him do sexual favors on him
Yeah.
to be famous.
Oh, I knew that. I knew that. I knew
Yeah.
that. I knew y'all told me that. I
so
forgot.
you know, you double that, and that's like over a hell of a lot.
Yeah.
couldn't listen to that
I'm
anymore.
going to say, man, I would still say Kanye. You know, because all of the things that you mentioned are bad life decisions, but they are not impacting him as an artist in the sense.
And they're not illegal either.
And
right.
there's not like a victim per se either.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Because see, the difference with Kanye is that he's got things going on, right? But his art never talked about doing something illegal that he's actually being charged for.
Art
And
did not
here's-
imitate life.
Right.
Well,
But
here's another.
he doesn't think he's doing anything wrong though.
Yeah, but here's another important thing too. Now you got to think when you're going back, you can listen to Kanye's first two or three albums, and everything's gravy. R. Kelly been fucking kids. Like there is no point in his career where it's safe to listen to his music.
Right.
You're right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I agree with that. Yeah.
I can't argue that. I can't.
Start to finish. We know where this is going.
Yep.
This man called himself the Pied Piper. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
But my
Very
thing
Leo.
is, like, there was such a strong call for him to be canceled when he publicly said slavery's a choice, and the one dude in the studio was gonna beat his ass.
Mm-hmm.
I remember
And-
that. Yep.
Oh, that's
about
Lathan.
that?
I watch his podcast. I love his podcast.
We forgot about that. We like, you know what? That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna move forward.
Yeah, of course it works that way when money's involved.
Yeah. And the people like
100%.
he's not talking about me. So
Right. I mean, and to be honest, it's exactly where it is.
yeah.
That's fine.
Oh my god!
Oh,
I'm mad and I understood that because I had that soundtrack.
damn it, Rob.
Oh yeah.
Oh damn.
Oh, that's a deep cut right there. That's a deep cut. I caught that immediately.
Oh man.
Oh wow.
So that's the only thing LeBron has over Jordan right now.
What's that?
R. Kelly ain't on his fucking soundtrack.
And you know, if all this was pushed 6 months back, R. Kelly would have had a cut on this new soundtrack.
Oh, you know it.
Say that again.
I said if all this R. Kelly drama was pushed 6 months down the line,
Oh,
he'd have had a song on that soundtrack.
I'd say a year, but yeah, you're
I
right.
would
Yeah.
I would be with Sosa. I think if it was a year, you're probably
Yeah,
right.
okay, yeah. But he would have had something on there.
But the thing, these type of people, I'm sure you guys probably not too young, but you guys just didn't follow it. But like John Gotti kept throwing shit in the DA's face. R. Kelly kept throwing shit in the DA's face. Like when you won, walk away. When you win, walk away. But they kept like,
Yep.
Poking the
I know what
bear.
you mean.
y'all keep poking. Oh, we found something else, motherfucker. Bring your ass back.
Yep.
Trump is another one. He keep talking shit. He keep being stupid. Y'all keep poking. All right, we gonna get your ass. So
Why has no one slapped him? Can't
which
reach him?
one? Me? I don't. Me?
No.
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 I'm just playing.
All right. So let's see.
Hey, what's that topic that Rich had? The one gotta go. That one.
Was it the comedian or was it the actor?
We can do both.
We're talking about that. I think Rich is talking about the actor.
Those
We can do both.
actors.
So
But we can do both, yeah.
I
That-
sent myself an email.
Do we have anything to put it up so people can see it?
I
And
think
then
the
we can
comedian. Yeah,
I can share
I
my
don't-
screen. I can share my screen.
say- Okay. Mm-hmm.
I think the
let's see.
actor one would have I think we'll have a much more interesting dialogue
Dude.
between the two.
Say that one more time.
I think the actor one would have a much more interesting
Yes.
dialogue.
Yeah, you
Oh,
wouldn't have
what-
much discussion from me with the comedians. You already know
What
my
was the
position.
comedian one again? Real
One's
quick,
gotta
since
go.
we're not going to talk about it. What was the comedians again?
Who was that? I can't
The
remember.
comedian was like
Eddie Murphy,
Fire, Red Fox, Eddie Murphy, Cat Williams, Kevin Hart,
some non-funny guy,
and Chris Rock.
Oh, Cat Williams, I hope you know he'd be the second man out
He'd be
after
second.
Kevin Hart. He'd be
He's
second
second for
man
me.
out after Kevin Hart.
I agree. He's second.
I like his comedy, but I felt like I heard about 3 specials where I felt like I was listening to the same thing.
He's like he's kind of a one-trick pony, honestly.
And a lot of people were in love with him back then. I'm like,
I don't understand. I never.
mean,
understood
his first one was funny.
He's funny, an engaging person, but his stand-ups, I think he's better than what his stand-ups are, and I think that's hard to say. Yeah,
but I think he kind of was using that pimp stuff as a crutch. It just kept using
correct.
it.
The time I actually ran into him downtown, that's when he was still the Money Mike persona thing. Because he was touring with Ricky Smiley at the time.
Okay.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I ran into him outside of, I guess it was V12, where Blue became Blue down there, behind where Wild Wings was.
The thing with artists in general, and I feel like Cat Williams could have been an artist. He didn't evolve because drugs, all that bullshit got in the way.
And getting choked out by a little kid.
Huh?
And getting choked out by a little kid.
And then got choked out by the fucking 12-year-old.
Oh shit, I forgot about that.
Nobody.
How don't people, not to be funny, but how don't people bring that up when I like talk shit to him? I would. Pip in distress.
That's a that would be a soft spot. You said what? Oh,
Pip in distress. You
I'm
don't
bringing it up. I'm trying to bring up the picture. Yeah.
Oh, he tapped out.
I'm gonna put this.
I'm bringing it up. I'm bringing it up. I'm just bringing it up with the picture without all my tabs and shit showing. So just
oh yeah, we don't want to see the
that's right.
Jamaican midget porn.
Shut up.
NSFW.
So I send it to the chat. I could only
Oh, I appreciate that, Sosa.
But hold on. I could only do Will Smith and Morgan Freeman. Because Morgan Freeman Morgan Freeman been around forever. God damn, dude.
Why you didn't put the electric company on here?
Why the fuck would I put that? Nobody remembers that shit.
It's a joke, me.
Oh, okay.
You weren't even alive then.
Probably wouldn't.
You weren't. I'm serious.
And it's funny because I only got Will Smith, Morgan Freeman.
All right, we got. Hold on, so you got to show the image first. Or Brian's got to show the image first.
Show the image.
Okay, I got the image.
Good Lord, like that's
to blow your load, man.
Do not say that again.
Pause.
All right.
Too late, motherfucker. He already said.
What's coming?
It's never too late.
Too late. What?
Good childhood.
Never
So,
too late. Never too late.
The list that I posted in the chat, in my opinion, that's starting from where people actually started paying attention to certain whatever.
Oh, I forgot about that movie.
Oh, there we go. Okay, I got it.
Lucky Number 11. I forgot about that.
Bro, that's a great movie.
It is.
I've never seen it.
That's a good movie. I forgot he was in that movie. Oh, damn.
That's a great movie.
That is a good one.
Come on, Celeron. I'm joking. That was for Rich.
Hey, that's Gateway. That's Gateway.
Wow.
Pentium 2 inside.
So one has to go with all his work. Like
Read it because people might listen to it later.
Oh, I'm sorry. One has to go and all his work.
All right, so
Denzel,
what we have here.
Sam.
Yeah, one has to go.
I'll shut the fuck up, Brian.
I was talking about Sosa since he was talking already.
I was talking or he was talking?
I was trying to get you to say it because you were talking to her.
Okay. Hey, Brian. I'll shut the fuck up. Go ahead.
Shut up. So go ahead, man. Goddamn.
All right. So the picture, hey, for all you audiophiles, the picture is. I know I'm using it wrong, but fuck.
No, he used it right.
Jack
okay, I used it right. Hey, slap on the back.
All right.
One has to go. It's a picture of 6 actors. One has to go and all their work. Denzel, Morgan, Sam, Eddie, Will, Lawrence. So
Fishburne.
Lawrence Fishburne, not
Who would be
Lawrence Olivier.
From Insecure.
Right.
Right.
If you have to make that distinction,
If motherfucker said Laurence Olivier instead of Lawrence Fishburne,
Oh, Laurence Olivier. Jesus Christ. How old are you?
no, but I just said Denzel
What makes
Morgan.
a Laurence Olivier?
If you fucking said Laurence Olivier, we're in the wrong podcast. Shut the
Oh, we're
Yeah,
fuck
talking
up.
about Will.
Jesus.
Oh, we're talking about Will Patton. Got it. No, I'm just kidding.
Right. Will Smith, Eddie Murphy. Man, just you motherfuckers know what I'm saying. So go
Sam
ahead.
Waters. Sam Waterson. All right.
I don't like that.
Shut up. So I could only do Will and Morgan because that was a long ass list, man. Yeah,
When else doing all this work? Goodbye, Mr. Fishburne.
Really? Oh,
Really?
right. That's a hot
wait,
take.
come on,
That's
come
a
on, come
hot
on.
take. I like that.
Turner?
Right?
Ike Turner.
right. So
I was gonna say Ike.
Wait.
No.
Who would you put in Ike's plot, and who would you put in Furious Spotting Boys in the Hood?
No, Marcus. Wow.
What did Marcus say?
I mean, think about it. All of it now.
Marcus drunk already, so
What
he's
Marcus
not.
say?
He's not. I bet you
Said
your
his movies
father would
have
be
to
like,
trash. Yeah. I'd have to let Lawrence go, and it's not because he's a horrible person in any of the movies he's done. He's excellent, but I mean, compared to the things that like Denzel's done, Morgan's done, Eddie has given us some of the movies that we couldn't have had a childhood without,
right?
you know. And then Will gave us fucking the Fresh Prince. I mean, you can't get rid of the Fresh Prince.
But so nobody's watched Earl Cornbread and me?
I can't.
You know what? Y'all go
question.
ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Nobody's watched Earl Cornbread and me.
I've seen that.
Mm-hmm.
So
I've
that's
seen
not
that.
a childhood thing to y'all. That's
No,
me,
not
it
for
is.
me.
I was born in the 80s.
Tired of you motherfuckers. I had to ask.
Nah, I saw it as a kid too. BET
me and
used to
Chiquita
play
was
that when I was
talking
young.
Me and Chiquita were talking about Sam, like, yo, y'all, I mean, you know,
Sam
do
is.
the right thing.
It's impossible to get rid of him. You can't. Like you
Like,
cannot get
even-
rid of Sam Jackson.
Even early on, he was Gator and do the right thing. Like,
Oh, I
Sam
remember
was-
school
I mean, you
days when
can't
they're
get rid
outside
of
the
them.
KFC. That was a good scene.
I mean, you can get rid of Sam, but it's not a good idea.
Ooh,
I know
who's
you
gonna
can.
say I smoked the goddamn TV?
Coming to America 2 is like universally panned so far.
All right.
Actually, I didn't.
What you mean,
not
Izzo? That's a
trash.
great movie, Izzo. Bite your tongue, Izzo. That's a great movie.
All right. But here is
Golden
one
Child
thought.
was trash.
But
Golden
Marcus-
Hold on a second. Let
Go ahead, Rich. Go
Let
ahead.
me
I was
make let me
joking
make
now.
a case. Let me make
I
a
was
case
joking.
for Eddie though. Let's make a case for Eddie. The
Eddie.
only reason why I say that in part is because Eddie Murphy is the only person I know of who has had a song by Rick James and Michael Jackson and both sucked.
And Snoop. And it
Wait,
sucked as
wait,
well.
wait. But fuck the song. We're talking about.
I'm just saying, but the work goes away, so you never know those
Work.
existed.
Work goes away.
And I'm with and if Bobby comes on, I'm with Bobby. Brian and Bobby and me will be like trading places, 48 hours,
I
another
love those
48
movies.
hours, Beverly Hills Cop 2. Come on, like that's 5.
Don't forget now, and those are movies. Now, don't forget about Delirious and
Raw.
You didn't even say
shit.
Boomerang. Boomerang's
And
one of
Raw.
my favorite movies.
Boomerang.
But you, and then you all and something I don't think anyone's mentioned is honestly Saturday Night Live.
And Shrek.
Oh shit! I didn't think about those. That's a good
Like-
point.
You can't fuck with
We can
that
do without the donkey.
lineup right there. Nobody on this list can fuck with. Nobody.
Rob coming for your neck, Rich. Coming for your neck.
I didn't say to get rid of him. I'm just making a case. I was just making a case. That's it.
I can't get
Oh,
rid
you're
of
not
him.
saying that's your answer. You just
I'm not
making
saying
a
it's my
Come
answer.
on,
I'm saying,
man.
but he's got, but you know, I mean, and let's think about this, right? He did have a bad stretch of movies.
He had a decade stretch with trash.
Wait a minute.
Dr.
Wait, hold on.
Doolittle. was
If
stupid.
you take away from Nutty Professor on minus Shrek, what has he done that's good? From Nutty Professor on.
what's that movie where he
Dolomite
played the
is my
singer?
name.
I did like that movie.
Life.
Dolomite is my name.
And-
Dream Girls.
and fuck Dream Girls. Don't you say that. Fuck that movie.
I was about to say Dream Girl just to
Fuck
be
that
a
movie.
dick.
Did I say
One
life?
night only.
I think I said life like 8
when
times.
did Dolomite come out? Okay,
Life.
I'll give you Life. I forgot about Life.
Oh
Life.
shit! Yeah, I'm
Dang,
sorry.
bro,
You can't
Life.
throw them away because we keep popping up with
Oh,
stuff.
I'm not.
Right.
I'm not getting rid of Eddie Murphy. I'm just.
I was
okay.
just.
No,
Yo,
no. Rich
hey,
is just
Marcus,
saying.
Wait, but Marcus only seen like 14 of the movies on that one
I
list.
think Marcus trolled his
So,
life.
He's
bad.
Yeah,
Marcus.
I don't
Marcus
remember
is
that.
out.
Bad.
Life
not
is
even-
like a
I'm not even
murderer's
voting
row
for
of
it.
comedy, man.
What did Marcus-
Exactly.
Yeah,
Man, god damn it,
he
Marcus.
said
I
life is
think
trash.
Marcus, and he's hitting that ride. Marcus
He's trolling.
Vampire in Brooklyn was trash.
I agree with that one, Marcus.
Vampire in
Vampire
Brooklyn was
Brooklyn was
trash.
wow.
Well, no one ever
But-
saw that movie.
But Angela
I
Bassett
saw
was
it.
dope.
I
So
saw
that's
it.
like,
I saw it.
but Angela Bassett was dope. So it's like an 8.
When isn't she dope? She's like that person. Like
Exactly.
even if it's a terrible
Tyler
movie,
Perry
it's
movie.
like, oh, it
So
wasn't.
you
her
got to
fault.
give her. So if Angela Bassett's in your movie, you got to give her. You got to give it 4 points.
You can't. Sometimes you can't save a movie, and most of Tyler Perry movies you just can't save.
No.
I don't care who you got in it.
They
That
don't
shit
want
She
was
to
had,
say.
a,
Tyson
she had
in
a
that
dude
movie.
that played her
Right.
son who was like in high school, and the nigga was like
Hey, Brian,
35.
put that
I
up.
was so confused.
Brian, put that up.
Yeah.
What happened?
Brian, put that up. Yo, I was done that night.
Yeah, he did, Jerky.
That's fine. Hey, and don't act like
So-
Brian
so
didn't
said-
drink. Don't act like
So
Brian didn't
said,
drink.
you ain't got no more liquor. I did.
Wait, what are you talking about?
We was at his house, and he ran out of the
Oh,
bullet.
the bullet ride.
Sosa said, "You ain't got no more liquor." And he pull out the reserve.
Yeah, Sosa trying to
Don't
pick
let
him like
you.
you didn't drink much. Like Sosa, I knew when to stop. I was drinking lemonade while y'all were cackling like ants.
Yeah. So anyway, I gave my person. I gave my Lawrence Fishburne.
You said
I don't
Lawrence
think
Fishburne.
anybody else has actually said who they would get rid of. I did say Lawrence.
All right,
I can't.
who's
Come on,
next?
man. Trash.
Yeah.
I forgot about that movie.
I'm gonna take
Good for you.
Holy man, what the hell's Holy man?
Exactly.
trash.
Marcus, you've
That's
seen
the
a lot of
Eddie
Eddie
Murphy movie.
movies.
It's an Eddie Murphy
You've seen a lot of Eddie movies.
So
Hey,
he went
Getting
on
tired
a
of being
run
hurt.
where.
I gotta look this up.
So that's funny because Eddie Murphy, like through the stretch that I named, he had like Best Defense, which was trash.
mm-hmm.
But then he came back with another 48 hours. But then Beverly Hills Cop 3 hit, and then from there on it was like garbage.
Mm-hmm. He like in
You
terms
can,
of
you can
consi-
argue as good of a streak he had in the 80s and early 90s. The second half was equally worse.
Oh, hey,
but the first part was so good you can't.
Nick, that I think probably the whole 90s was fucking garbage.
Well, I won't say the whole. I mean, Boomerang came out in the 90s.
Boomerang, okay, Boomerang,
Nutty
Life,
Professor,
and
Life.
Shrek. No, I
Right.
can't give you. I'm not going to give you Nutty Professor ever.
The
I'll
first
never
one.
give you.
That's fine. I'll keep it though. Borderline.
In the 90s. Wait. Marcus.
Oh, you said, I said what I said.
No, that's fine. I get it, but
and Marcus drunk.
we don't. No. But we don't know this. Have you watched his 80s movies? Is all I'm asking Marcus. If he says yes and he still goes with it,
Of course he did, because he said Golden Child was trash.
Yeah, Golden
I mean,
Child.
but it kind of.
I mean, but that's
No, I can't give you that. I can't give you that. Nope.
No,
Not listening.
Yo,
to
this
because
topic is
Charlotte
hotter
Lewis
than I
is on
thought.
it.
I thought
that's
this
what
was easy
that's
to
what I
me.
was saying. No,
It
this
was
is not an
easy to
easy
me.
one.
It was an alley oop to me. I'm like, let me get that.
I
Will
mean,
Smith
Golden-
can get the fuck out of
Golden
here.
Child had two things going for it:
Mhm.
Viva Nepal scene and Charlotte Lewis.
Now,
That's it.
I want the knife
Mhm.
scene.
And well, okay, 3 scenes.
I
That was dope. No, that was dope. That was dope.
Please.
Harlem Nights. Dude,
There's a flaw,
Harlem Nights-
Nudesy.
Harlem Nights wasn't for Eddie Murphy. That was for the culture because he had Red, Richard Pryor, and him. That's 3 generations of fucking stand-up comedians.
Oh, it's a
Like,
lot of people in that movie. You got Della Reese in the
Right.
movie. You
Della
got
Reese,
Tommy,
yeah.
got
Ronaldo
Tommy
Ray.
in that movie.
Ronaldo Ray. Yeah, you had everybody.
Ronaldo Ray.
So it's hard to get rid of Eddie.
All right.
So that's
Come on,
Is that
give
a
me
no?
somebody. Give me somebody else. I'm the only person that said my person.
Oh, Will Smith can go, guys. I'm sorry.
God damn.
Really? And this is really crazy. I don't think I've seen. I don't think I've seen 5 Will Smith movies in theaters.
But that's not biased. Then that's like you don't like this motherfucker already, so you're not gonna.
No, it's not that I don't like him. I love Fresh Prince. If it's on, I'm watching it.
You said
but
one
like
of his
for one,
working has to go. That's all.
I don't really like Bad Boys 1. I like 2, 3.
One was great though.
I never really liked
2,
it.
but not you like 2, but not 1.
I have an unpopular opinion. I don't give a fuck about Independence Day. That movie doesn't do anything for me.
Okay.
I'm trying to think what else. No, I just don't really get in his movies like that.
Marcus
just
still,
never did.
Marcus still in anything.
Hey, Eddie Murphy done hurt Marcus' feelings.
Yeah, I just never got into his movies. He's a good actor, but I just sometimes feel like I know what I get. Like people say that about Denzel, but I said I think I get that more out of Will than I do Denzel.
How do you mean? Say again now.
Like people say like Denzel has these little things that he'll do and he'll say in these movements, and I'm like, but still I'm engaged in the movie. With Will Smith, I just feel like I'm looking at Will Smith sometimes. That's just how I feel.
I mean,
that's just me. Like Sam,
he never steps out of that Will Smith.
Yeah, to me. Other people might feel so, and I can't say I've watched. Honestly, the last 5 years, I haven't really watched none of his movies. But before, like I did like 7 Pounds. I did like that movie, strangely.
Okay,
that shit was stupid.
See, I knew.
Did you watch Did you watch the one he did? Not the sci-fi.
Oh, there is a one I did see in the theater. What's the one? I've seen that. That was a decent one.
He was on The Pursuit of Happiness.
That movie's too damn sad.
Yeah,
Happiness. Yeah.
What's the movie he did with the chick that played?
Focus.
There you go. I did like that movie. It could have been better.
Good.
It could have been better, but I did like that movie. I did see that in theaters.
What about Hitch?
No,
Hitch is not. I know this might sound crazy. I feel there's a lot of movies that came out like Hitch around all the same time.
That's
Everybody
right.
was doing that
Yeah,
movie.
like
Wedding Planner.
Yeah,
that's when
so
the
many
wedding
movies
crashed.
did that same thing. So, but Hitch wasn't bad.
I think it was bad. It was just not anything like.
It was just.
I think I might even have it on DVD because it was like $5 before.
This was just very cliche.
I think same here.
Well, again, you got to realize now this list is not saying that we hate the people we don't want to listen anymore, or the people we get rid of. It's just that we think that that's somebody that we could get rid of and be fine.
But the next question is, if you got rid of such and such, who would you cast in that role to keep that going? So if we got rid of Denzel, who's going to be Training Day?
Denzel.
That's a good point.
Denzel.
I mean, I get what Rich is saying.
Training Day, that movie's so great. It's like a journey. It's like
it is.
It's like a.
It is.
It's almost. It feels like Friday because it takes place in one day. Like that movie's so good.
It is
so good.
It's so quotable.
It's so good.
Now I'm not arguing with Marcus because he makes a lot of great points. I still can't get rid of Eddie because of
Rob saying he's getting? I'm sorry to cut you off. Rob saying getting rid of Sam Jackson? Is that what he's saying?
No, I think he's saying you would replace.
Sam Jackson.
I'm
sorry.
I could kind of see that because the whole King Kong ain't got shit on me.
At that point, he would have been young enough to make it look. He would have looked young enough to pull it off to still be a cop.
Right.
That part is because but he did do SWAT.
Because that's 20. Yeah, about 3 years after that. You're right. 3 years after that. Yeah.
And honestly, Sam Jackson.
And was it Rules of Engagement?
Yeah,
somewhere around that time. Yeah.
I did like
Sam
that
Jackson,
movie.
What, 103?
He's like 70 something, man. Come on.
No, I think he's 70 or 71. He just turned 70 recently.
So okay, so
it's still cooning it up.
If he could,
that's my N word.
Whoa.
I did not want to say nigga.
My point is, he was like 50 something in the Star Wars. Wow, was it whatever Star Wars movie he was in? When he was Mace.
When he got killed like a geek.
He was Mace.
Mace Windu.
Yeah.
Oh, you know I don't know Star Wars.
I love him get killed. Spoiler.
But my point is, he's old and he's supposed to be young. But you know what I mean? Like he's kind of ageless. So he could have played Training Day. Mm-hmm. It just would have been louder.
That's putting it mildly.
Yeah. I didn't know you got wet.
Bruh. That thing. Ooh, boy.
ECP, Angel Dust.
I'm just,
Motherfucker.
Hey, Jake.
so you guys are saying that you guys could have put anybody in Bad Boys, and it would have been the same chemistry with Martin Lawrence.
I'm not. That's Izzo saying that.
Wait, what's that?
Stop caking and pay
I'm not. I was actually just scrolling.
You know, if
Instagram.
I promise you, if they were to do Bad Boys today, and Martin was still in it, his co-star would have been The Rock. I goddamn promise you,
man, but
they would have put The Rock right in that role.
But that's not chemistry. Like
No,
I would love him in like that type of movie though, and not have to be to where they have moments where they're serious and they're jokey. I could take that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I need somebody to not play like I'm the small guy. Like that shit gets boring.
No,
Kevin
that sounds
Hart.
like Kevin Hart.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like that's what he would do.
You just brought a smile to Nick's face.
I'm hey, to Nick's point about Kevin Hart. To Nick's point about Kevin Hart, Joe Pesci has done so much for short motherfuckers that we don't need Kevin Hart sending us back 60 years.
Exactly. Joe Pesci's talented. He's
Joe
funny.
Pesci, that motherfucker, I swear, is gonna stab me because he starts talking loud.
Exactly.
I'm gonna step back.
Utes.
But Kevin Hart has made us short motherfuckers look like, yeah, you guys are a joke again. Okay, we need to bring Joe Pesci back so he can stab 5 people.
Oh man, like knocking light skinned dudes out of style. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me this.
Shout out to Wesley Snipes.
Yeah.
Since I'm pretty sure nobody is going to sit up here and say Morgan Freeman got to go, why not?
God.
I would.
God.
I would.
Can
You get rid of Morgan?
Yes, I would.
So,
They used to call me what?
My wife, we were talking about that last night.
Show me one of these motherfuckers that can do what he did in Shawshank.
Actually, no one could. I don't think no one could.
No, I'll raise it.
Hold on. But hold on a second. What Brian said was, if someone was gone, how much would you miss them? The movies of his that I like, I wouldn't miss it as much. Like even Dark Knight, I got Marvel. I'd be okay.
Okay.
So I'd be okay with that. A lot of the stuff he's done is for narrating. I mean, now we brought up Lucky Number 11. I like that movie a lot, but again,
He wasn't
most
a
of
big part of that. Yeah.
Right, he wasn't. So what are a lot of the movies that he was a big part of besides Shawshank? I mean, there's Driving Miss Daisy. So there's a few, but his movies, if they were gone, I wouldn't miss them as much as say.
I mean, look at
Will
the
Smith. I looked at it. I mean, he's got some movies, but I wouldn't miss a lot of them. Compared to
Lean on Me got me. I remember watching that right when it came out.
Again, we talked about this. I like him, but again, you're asking what would I miss more? Like Lawrence Fishburne, I like What's Love Got to Do with It. So I would not want to lose that movie.
Oh, I like King of New York. He was in that. I really like King of New York.
So if you're basing what Brian said earlier, that's why I say Morgan Freeman for me.
But
Lawrence got The Matrix.
I was gonna say, but like Morgan Freeman can narrate an ant, picking off a piece of a honey bun and make it sound interesting. So
so could Obama.
No.
So could Obama. I say, I say so could Obama.
But
I'm sorry.
The next point.
That ant saw that honey bun. And it was delicious.
Real quick. To next
all
point.
6 arms racing towards that honey bun. He just wanted to taste that delicious thing.
That's why Brian should be a voice actor.
Brian could do it.
But
gosh.
The next point, Earl Jones Jr. could fucking do Morgan's all his narration.
James Earl Jones.
I was so confused what was going on.
What did I say?
Earl Jones Jr. Shit.
What did
we
you
forget about?
I was thinking about Darth Vader.
He was thinking of Roy Jones.
No,
Roy Jones Jr. and James Earl Jones.
No, I was trying to say James Earl Jones.
We'll blame it on us saying Matrix. Maybe we'll blame it on that. Because remember, Roy Jones in the Matrix. I'm like, what the fuck is he doing in this movie?
That's not how my mind works, or whatever.
We're giving you an out.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I'm about to say
We're talking about narrating. I mean, I wouldn't miss it. You can find somebody else to narrate. I just think
No, he's right.
Go ahead.
He's right. He's right. You could get James Earl Jones to narrate anything Morgan Freeman does.
I'm just saying again, I would miss him the least. I like Morgan Freeman, but again, who would I miss the least, or who would I not be as hurt by? Morgan Freeman.
So who would you recast as Red in Shawshank?
We were thinking about that last night. That's a good. I still don't know yet. That's the Wayne movie. That's kind of like, damn. I don't know.
Because he did that shit in.
He did. But now, granted, I've only watched that movie like maybe 2 times, so it's not something I like it now.
So you're not gonna miss it. You're not gonna miss it.
That's my point. I'm not gonna miss it. I like it now, but would I go back and watch it? Not really. So that's why, again, I like. Yeah, bye, Rich.
I just think Shawshank is incredible.
It is. I agree.
One movie, like
I agree. I like that. I like Along Came a Spider. I like
no, I don't like none of that.
I like that. Now Now You See Me.
Hey,
I wouldn't miss it, but again, compared to other people,
Cross series, I've never watched it and be like, yeah, you look like Alex Cross. There's no way.
Well, I mean,
was Morgan Freeman in 7 or
yes,
yeah, he was 7.
Okay,
he was Brad Pitt's partner.
Yeah, but again, that's just me. So
I can't.
So sorry, Brian. You said no one would say Morgan Freeman. Well, oops.
There you go. I just wanted to know. I just want to know. You answered me.
I can probably out of that list, I could take Morgan Freeman because Will Smith will be the next one, but his chemistry with Martin Lawrence, you can't deny it.
I agree with that. And then we said Fresh Prince.
Oh yeah,
already too.
That's my only issue. Like you take away Fresh Prince because that's one of my favorite things of all time. That's the only problem. But his movies, I can live without his movies.
Okay, so same thing with Morgan. What about Denzel? Why can't he be off this list?
He was Malcolm X for me. He was Malcolm X for me. That's what's for me.
For me, even when he did movies that I didn't like, it wasn't his fault. The movie was bad.
Right. Oh, and since we're gonna put Denzel as Malcolm X, I can't think of anybody who ever could have done Ali like Will did.
He did do a good one. That movie was boring as shit, though.
Very boring.
Yeah,
that's the problem. So I could live without that movie.
That's not his fault though. But he did Ali though. From the accent, from the tone, from everything down.
I agree.
So,
is there anybody the list is missing? Would y'all add anybody to the list of actors that we can't do without?
Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart. Who said that?
You know who said that.
You know who didn't say it?
It's probably. I feel like there has to be some. Well, shit.
I don't know. Who is this that's got that much crossover appeal that we're missing? I don't know.
It doesn't necessarily have to be that because you got to think about there's some people that just kind of steadily been in things and it's like, damn, they always put it down.
But all these people were in big franchises though too, for the most part.
Oh yeah, that's true.
For the most part, yeah.
Lorenz Tate.
What?
Lorenz Tate.
Dude, he still don't look that old, by the way.
He does not.
Don't say his name again. He'll pop up like Beetlejuice.
And still look younger than all of us, even though he probably got years on us. That's the fucked up part.
Like a lot of people, like there's so many. Like I said, Blair Underwood, but
okay, I just saw a list of black guys, but go ahead.
Like
anybody that fits that you would add to this.
Let me go ahead.
I'm sure he's a great dude, but who could play the asshole like Blair Underwood?
Yeah, because when I think of Blair Underwood, I was like, dog, he always plays like that.
What's my man name from Hustle and Flow?
Punk ass Chauncey.
Terrence Howard.
Terrence Howard?
Yeah, Terrence Howard. Terrence Howard is the best asshole Hollywood got.
What about
nobody played better than him?
What about Danny Glover?
Oh my God. Well,
I'm always worried about Danny Glover.
That might be the closest person.
He's been dying since like 95.
So you guys don't think that an actor can outact his initial, you know, his initial whatever? Because everybody be like, oh, he's, color purple.
You mean like
I
being?
feel like
you mean
he
avoid the?
outacted that though.
You mean like avoiding being typecast?
Yeah, well, yeah, but like your initial reaction is because Wesley Snipes to me was a punk. No, I'm sorry. Wesley Snipes to me was a high school kid in Wildcats. But then the next time I saw him was like,
oh yeah,
I feel like the next time I saw him was a punk ass cop in King of New York, and then
Yeah.
New York City.
Was that before or after White Men Can't Jump?
I think King of New York was before,
I think so too.
and he was a bit role there.
I don't see anybody else playing his part in White Men Can't Jump. Like,
No, hell no.
Oh, yeah.
I don't see anybody else playing that. So,
You don't think Sam Jackson could do it?
Hell no. I can outjump Sam Jackson right now.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
But no, everybody got
all right.
like even Chiquita be like, yeah, I can't see him as nobody, but dude in the Color Purple. But I'm like, but I saw Color
Lethal
Purple.
Weapon?
Like, he's Riggs. I mean, he's Murtaugh to me now.
Yeah, Lethal Weapon.
Right.
That's
So I don't know. It's just preference, I guess.
Yeah, when he was in The Predator, I was like, this dude gonna die on set. Like, he
Oh,
wasn't supposed to be doing.
I
That
forgot he's in that.
Yeah,
That was trash. That was a
Yeah.
trash movie.
Like, damn,
y'all didn't like Predator 2?
Predator 2 now, man. Come on.
I did like Predator.
It's a 2, all right. A Deuce.
Oh wow.
Y'all are so
Say what now?
Oh wow. That nigga
all right.
was mean.
There is one. If there's anything in that movie, there is one redeeming quality that movie has.
The ending.
It ending right.
Y'all are dicks.
No, jeez, that's hurtful. Like the people worked on that project, but
Did they? Didn't feel like it.
yeah. Well, no, but here's the thing though. Got to give the movie credit because that is the first. That's the first time that the xenomorph skeleton appeared in the Predator universe.
Wait, say that again. I didn't catch this now.
At the very end of the movie, when they show the wall of skulls, there's a
The trophy
xenomorph
wall,
skeleton in that hall.
From Aliens.
Xenomorph from Aliens.
I'm gonna fight Rich because now I'm gonna watch this shit over just to watch that last fucking part.
Don't just go to YouTube. So
Just go to YouTube. But
Well, I'll go to YouTube.
Yeah, but it's clearly it's right there. Yeah,
It's right there.
Yeah.
I'm good on that though. Fuck that.
I'm just saying, like to say that the movie has no redeeming qualities. I mean, there's that one, and that
Deuce.
opened up a whole thing for Aliens versus Predator, and there you go. So,
Yo, but
I appreciate you, Rich, looking for that. You find every little nugget of something.
that shit happened 16 years after the fact, though. Man.
I mean, yes, but it's still
It's the facts of life.
It's the thing.
Stop it. Rich, stop. God damn it.
I hate y'all.
Hey, the TV shows where you don't know, where you hear the theme song but you don't know the words. There's so many
that's one of them.
Different strokes the room.
Right. You just
That's
know
all
the
I
rhythm.
know.
All right, we have 58. I don't know if we wanted to tackle any of these now, or if you just wanted to do any shotgun topics, anything anybody want to
Just
get off
throw
their
them out
chest.
because I didn't even see it.
Oh, we had let's see, your favorite ignorant nightclub tracks, artists from your prime years. Couple sends guests that didn't attend the wedding and invoice. That was greatness.
Yo.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
We can talk about that
Talk
real
about
quick.
that.
Yeah, let's talk
Yes.
about that before we
Talk
go.
about that.
Go ahead, Rich. It was one of your topics. You introduced it.
Talk about that, Rich. Yes.
So I forgot where this couple was. Was it in Chicago?
I believe
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
Chi-town.
So they put on this elaborate affair of a wedding, and for people who RSVP'd that they would show up, they added them to their count.
Right.
So what happened is they didn't show up. They had to still pay for all this food, so they sent the people who didn't attend.
Rich, not to catch
an
up. Don't forget
invoice.
too. They didn't even respond that they weren't going.
That's correct. Yes, then that's a key point. They did not say that they weren't going to show up. So they RSVP'd yes, and then said they just didn't show up. Right.
And the invoice was for like $250 or something like that.
$240, yes.
$240, yeah.
So
I'm fine with it.
Me too.
Who's fine with it?
I'm fine with it.
I'm fine with it.
It's a situation like this. I don't know if I would have done it because I'll be honest with you.
Agreed.
$240 a plate. I don't know what you feeding these people,
Yeah.
That was elaborate.
But
it's not that I want that expensive, though.
Right.
The principle behind it.
But the principle behind it, though, I'd honestly have to say, after putting a wedding on, yes. I get it.
Exactly.
I get it.
Yes.
But would you put a wedding on during the pandemic?
Well, no.
I mean, I don't think that changes anything with
it. No change. No, not for me. No.
That's not a bad point. I see what you're saying.
I know where Sosa's going, but
because in 2019 I got a job. I might be.
I'm rich.
Whatever. Nah, y'all. Like it.
He's also gonna curse us out.
Oh no, I'm listening.
No, go ahead, Sosa.
Point.
2019, I got a job. I'm making $100,000. I can go to Jamaica. Oh shit! I got laid off like motherfuckers from Enron. I can't do shit.
I'm cool with that. Just tell me.
But no. Okay, that is the caveat that you can.
Hey, you don't have to give me a reason. Just say, I'm sorry, I can't make it.
I promise you. If things are fucked up in my life and I don't respond, and one of you motherfuckers bill me for $240 for your bum ass wedding, I'm cussing you out. I'm refunding your
when y'all cheating on each other anyway.
Invoice,
like
and when y'all cheating on each other, I'm gonna be like, ha ha.
Well, I mean, but let's be honest. For one, you know, I would think that if a person you invite to your wedding, you'd be close enough to where if there is like some sort of like extenuating circumstance to be like, all right, you know what? I know my man ain't got it, so I know, you know, whatever happened, he's not going to show up. Cool. But
it's tough, man.
There's a level of respect to this.
That's kind of, you know,
disrespect.
No, Nick, you're 100% right, and this is cutting close to because you know I love Chiquita.
Yeah,
and I'm not trying to get her in no issue, but you know we had a wedding and motherfuckers said they was coming, and we did this shit for you motherfuckers, and you bitches didn't show. You know what? That's still cutting some nerves because
I feel you.
Right.
It hurt her. I fucking give a fuck, but it hurt her.
But it's like,
you know what I mean?
When you think about your budget for a wedding too, a big part of your budget is the guests,
is the food.
Mm-hmm. And
it's not wedding. No, nothing about the wedding is about the couple. It's about everybody.
It's not.
Well, think about it too. Think about it too now. Like, let's say I got 8 tables at the wedding that's going to fit 5 people. Okay, so that's a whole table that I have to pay for, plus the chairs, plus the plate, you know, and the settings and all this other shit that I got to send out. If 5 people don't show up, I could have been that less in the budget.
Exactly.
That's true.
That's what I'm saying.
Pretty much, yeah. So you pretty much wasted that money. Yes.
All you gotta do is pandemic. All you gotta do is again. I agree with the principle behind it. All you gotta do is tell me, look at man, Nick, I can't make it. I wouldn't even question it. Why?
Right.
Just tell me you can't make it, and I'm fine. But if you just pay all this money,
it depends on when you say it, Nick. Like if you tell me the day before, I'd be like, okay, well I'm about to text you my GoFundMe,
your Cash App.
I'm about to text you my Cash App. You can send that any way you want to. I mean, big meals, small bills, I don't give a shit, but you paying me.
And I'm not. And this is not from experience because Rich had a party. I couldn't go. I can't come. He got somebody to take my spot. You remember? Cool. We're good. But I said something.
That's all. Yeah.
Right.
That's
and I think that's the thing. Because I mean it. Yeah,
I think just tell me something.
If you get married during football season, number one.
Hey Rob, that's why I got married. I got married on Friday.
Well, I mean that's not bad. I think
on Friday.
I got married on a Friday. I got married on Friday too. Yeah, for that reason.
Oh yeah, it was a Friday.
Avoid football season.
I was drunk. But my thing is, it's pandemic though. Like this throws everything awry. This is done. This fucks everything up. This is chaos.
Yeah, but your voice
That's the
still
only
works, and I promise you posted something
You
on
can text
Facebook
me.
the day before. You know
Yeah,
what
just
I mean?
text me. Because I'll tell you this, we got invited for a wedding that's coming up. We're not sure if we're gonna go. We RSVP, but then we got another text saying, we know numbers are going back up. Let us know again if you think you can still come.
Right.
At least they're smart enough to do that.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we're deciding. We're going to decide if we're still going to be able to go. We're not sure yet.
Some
But I'm
people
gonna let them know. Go ahead.
Some people are smart, but shit, man. That kind of throws me because you don't want to send. Fuck you, bitches. You don't want to send the we're not gonna come the day of the fucking wedding.
Yeah, you don't do that. That's unless it's some extenuating circumstance.
Y'all
right?
hear this
Honestly,
shit,
though,
bitches?
I still
You don't
think
do
that.
this shit the day of. But
Right.
That's why I don't know. I have like kind of how your wife feels a certain kind of way. We feel a certain kind of way about that.
She don't give a fuck. I'm the one
didn't?
mad for her.
Oh,
Right.
gotcha. Okay, gotcha. Well, I felt we like Brian said, that money could went for something else.
Right.
And I'm wasting money, you idiots, because you can't come. You can't tell me you can't come. All right, I'm sorry. I feel like I'm gonna stop talking.
Nah, man,
But this should be a lesson to because it went viral. Because it went viral, this should be a lesson to everybody going forward. If you're gonna RSVP and you can't make it, you better fucking send a text message.
Let me say this.
I was gonna say this. This is what you do.
What?
Put on your wedding invitation under the RSVP line. Put terms and conditions under it. So then contractually they obligated at that point. And then say,
the only thing I would say too about the couple, I think they tried to backtrack. They tried to backtrack saying we really didn't mean it. We didn't really go send it out. You put it on social media.
Right.
You meant it.
Oh yeah.
You took the time to do a bill. You meant to do it.
Yeah. Right.
You just upset because you got backlash behind it.
And you got a T-shirt done with it.
That was they went too far. Like that was a little that was a little stupid.
Yeah.
Brian, what were you gonna say?
Sorry about that, Brian. Go ahead.
Shit, what was I gonna say? I don't know. Old man brain.
I'll be quiet. Sorry.
No, it's good. I forgot what I was gonna say.
No, you don't want to go to Afghanistan. I promise you.
Nah, you don't want to do that. So anybody got anything else they wanted to hit on real quick?
Oh, to Rob's point, I went to Rich's wedding and I had the time of my fucking life.
Oh, thank you.
Man, that was a great fucking wedding.
Oh, it was a blast.
Oh my god. I was drunk in the parking lot going to the wedding.
Oh, damn. Okay.
I had a great time.
Man, you're so uncouth. Why would you do such a thing, Sosa?
Because I'm Catholic.
Sosa, I was joking.
I'm Catholic.
I
was about to say, weren't you in the same predicament?
Yeah, he was.
Well, shoot. I was drinking while I had a glass in my hand when I was sitting down at the wedding. Like
when they said
we weren't in a church, so we were okay.
No, right.
Y'all were terrible.
So me and Rob are doing a powerlifting meet. Rob's gonna help me train for it in February.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Great. Hey, they may run out of weight.
Not doubt that. But we're gonna see what it do. Maybe I can get something accomplished.
God bless you. I'm not into powerlifting. God bless you.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
If there's a crowd there, I'll be there and I'll be drunk.
I'm sure. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us for another edition of The Company. We appreciate everybody that came in and stuck with us, everybody that participated. You guys are awesome. We'll be back next Thursday with more topics. We might use the same topics because we didn't use all of them, so we might bring them on over to next year. Other than that, y'all have a good night. Appreciate y'all for allowing me to keep you company. Peace. I'm hitting the end broadcast.
In the Middle East.